Governor Cuomo passed certain mandates that kind of trapped a lot of seniors in nursing homes without allowing their family to advocate for them, see that they were not being taken care of properly. And that's kind of where Voices for Seniors started. Since then, my sister and I and several members, so we're trying to get some type of accountability from Cuomo, which we've at this point we've been unsuccessful. We've tarnished his reputation a little bit, but getting accountability for politicians is one of the hardest things that I think somebody can try to do. It's pretty hard.
Oh my God. Well, I want to just offer my condolences to you and your sister.
Thank you.
You know, for those people that lost an elder, and Cozy and I, we were there that day when you did the 5th anniversary, right? All of the mayoral candidates were there. One was missing. Wasn't one missing, Alexa?
The center of the attention, the one that everybody doesn't like. It's he know not to show his face there. Of course, it would have not gone well for him.
Alexa, do you believe the polls?
I don't. I do to a certain extent because I feel like a lot of people are brainwashed by this Mamdani guy, especially the younger people. I think they hear him saying a lot of free this and free that, and everybody's jumping on the bandwagon. But I don't. I feel like Curtis Lewa has a support system that people don't really want to acknowledge. And I'm hoping that it shows in the polls when it counts.
Right.
I kind of agree with your friend Mark there. I love your rant. It was pretty awesome.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Mark, Cozy, feel free to ask any questions you'd like.
Yeah, I mean, how did you obviously how did you take the first steps? Obviously, he's the former governor. Going up against people of power obviously can be intimidating at times. But how did you get the organization together?
Well, we first started with just doing a Facebook group because we knew that we couldn't be the only ones kind of going through the same thing, being lied to by the nursing homes. At the time, during the pandemic, I was a Cuomo groupie. I used to watch his press conferences daily. I had voted for him, initially. I didn't realize when my mother passed away, I would continue to watch his press conferences and hear him say things like nursing homes are private equities. If you have a family member in a nursing home, get them out. But his right hand partner, Melissa DeRosa's family, is part of the Greater Health of New York. So of course he gave them a get out of jail free card, and he allowed them to do it. That mandate was in correlation with them, just to protect them more than anything. The nursing homes are very highly protected. We've done a lot of research through YouTube, seen a lot of legislative hearings that have been going on for years. The seniors have been unprotected for a long time. We didn't realize it until my mother died, how bad it really is. Unfortunately, my concern is what's going to happen to all of us when it comes to our time being in a nursing home if we have no family that's willing to take care of us.
Yeah, they really just dropped the ball on that. It's very unfortunate. It's not their mother, because their mother and one of the people in Pennsylvania had a similar situation. I forgot what elected official it was, but made sure to take her grandmother out before sending the COVID positive patients there. So they don't like the John Lennon song "Working Class Hero." There's a place for you at the top still, but first you have to learn how to smile as you kill. Like these politicians just go like it's like part of another daily thing. Like we just letting all these people die, whether sending them off to war to die or just like, oh, they're old people, who cares? Like
Yeah.
they have people that care about them, and this is the person that people, influencers who are selling their soul, by the way, because the campaign is paying for these influencers to go and go for Cuomo. And Curtis Lewa's own radio station, Katsimatidis and all these people just turn their back on him because of money. They want Cuomo because Cuomo has ties with developers. Katsimatidis is also a real estate mogul. Aside from the supermarkets, he said he's taking all the supermarkets out of New York City if Mamdani wins, but Cuomo isn't the answer. There's no. How do you have any dignity to vote for somebody that killed all these people with no remorse? Like,
I'm
not
gonna
even, no apology, no nothing, no admitting that you're wrong. I mean, I'm going on another rant in here about, thanks to everyone in the comments, Sapphire, Olivia, for supporting the show. But yeah, I mean, I don't see how anyone could, like, if you had the choice between even Mamdani or Cuomo, like, I would think that, I don't know how that would work for you because of what Cuomo did. Like, how could you see yourself to vote for anybody? You'd probably stay home, I'm assuming, right?
I'm a little scared, unfortunately, when during the primary, I was I kind of had to opt out of voting because I couldn't vote for either. I'm glad that kind of Curtis is in the race to a certain degree because I'm able to vote. I'm a registered Democrat. I have been all my life. I think a lot of people they stay with a party out of loyalty and they forget about how these policies affect them and their family members, and they kind of just stay with that mindset. Unfortunately, I want to say a lot of Puerto Ricans, even in on the island, they all kind of stay with that same mentality of I'm a Democrat. I'm going to continue to vote Democrat no matter what policies they put forth or even the things that they've done in the past. um as a young adult, I never really paid attention. I just voted Democrat all the way. COVID really opened my eyes when they started passing mandates for vaccines, people losing their jobs, the nursing home, a lot of other things that have come up in the last, I want to say, 5 to 6 years that have really opened my eyes to how the Democrats of today are not the Democrats that I once supported, or they don't have the same values. I mean, I can go down the list of many things as to why I've turned to a conservative vote. Um, but that's just a few. The nursing home, the vaccine mandates, those are the main things that have kind of changed my policy thoughts, how I vote going forward. Um, Even with Trump, I mean, I didn't like Trump the first time he ran. I kind of felt like everybody else. I didn't like his personality, but I started to pay attention more to his policies, and that kind of changed my thought process on, how I can vote another way without having to still follow the party that I followed ever since I was 18 years old and able to vote.
You know, you reminded me of something when I was campaigning. I was shocked to see, like, some people, they're registered Democrat, they don't even know that they can vote for somebody else. Like, they don't even know that it's an option. Like, they think because they're a registered Democrat that in the general election they don't have the option to vote for the Republican. They think, like, my own father thought the same thing. He was Democrat his whole life, and my own election, he's like, well, I'm a Democrat. I can't vote for you. I was like, yes, you can. It's a general election. You go and you check the Republican box. You don't have to, just because you're a Democrat doesn't mean you have to vote Democrat. Like, and he's not the only one. There's a lot of people that I met that did not know that they're allowed to vote for somebody else. They think because their party is Democrat, that's when they go to vote, that's all they could do is vote Democrat because they're part of that party. It's crazy.
Unfortunate.
Pass it on to Cozy.
How you doing, Alexa?
Hey, Cozy, how are you?
Good to see you here. And again, I'm sorry for your loss. And it's really sad that How do you feel? Like you can see like a lot of the Democrats, for instance, like you could see how they can fall for it because they're indoctrinated into it. But how do you feel now when you're hearing like even the Republicans, conservatives questioning and saying, "Oh, maybe we should vote for Cuomo because he's better than Mamdani"? Like, how does that make you feel as somebody who's lost their parent?
I'm bothered because, I mean, it's been an uphill battle trying to get any politician to kind of acknowledge what happened to the seniors. Mostly it's been supported by the Republicans because, of course, it's against the Democrats. But we have had minimal success with getting anybody to really help us push any policies or getting any real accountability. So of course, to me, it's like a slap in the face. You know, it's like, so the 20,000 plus that died weren't enough. Like, you're going to continue to push for someone who not only was accused of rape, but also facilitated the death of so many.
Yeah. Well, let's just be clear, right? Because I know you didn't mean to say that. But sexual harassment, because we don't want to get in trouble
Yes.
here.
Of
But
course,
it
I'm
was
sorry.
accused. No, it's okay. I know, because I know that you didn't really mean that, right? Like, you meant sexual harassment, correct? Just
Correct.
for the record. All
Correct.
right. Cool. Cool. Yeah. And it was 13 women allegedly sexually harassed. And then when it came down to Letitia James, she said it was 11. Right. That's what she says. It's sickening. It's sickening that this man can show his face after sexually harassing these women, and he acts when he went on that stage like it. Oh, it didn't really happen because they dropped the case. They dropped it, but they dropped it. Dropping the case doesn't mean you didn't do it. Okay, it just means you dropped the case. So he does this unashamed. Uh, he kills elderly people, right, through his directives. He's done a lot. He's done a lot of terrible things, and yet he's not in his basement where he belongs. He's out in public with no shame, pure narcissist, pure megalomaniac. Like, imagine if it was a normal person, like, doing these things and getting caught. They'd be embarrassed. They wouldn't show their face to the public. This guy's smiling and thinking he's cool. Listen, for those out there thinking that they're going to vote for him, he's not going to win. He has no fucking chance of winning, no matter what, no matter how you scrunch the numbers. Nobody fucking likes him except these billionaires who are pushing you to believe that this guy is the choice.
He's
Okay? He's
also
not going to
Yeah, we
Italian,
win.
don't
Cozy.
like
Don't
him.
forget, he's Italian.
Yeah.
He's allowed to do things.
Yeah,
Pero
that's what he
listen,
said.
for being an Italian, ¿dónde está?
That's what he said. He blames
Because
it on his
there's
mother,
no
his father.
energy there. There's no energy with Cuomo. Él
Nah.
está bien
He's lost
mongo, like.
he's lost his swagger. Like that Eric Adams swagger. Cuomo lost that fire, that swagger. He doesn't have it. People
Well,
don't look at
listen,
it.
this
He
is
looks pathetic.
what I would like to say as we start wrapping out with Alexa. Thank you so much. Is that we have had the opportunity, right? Because we spent so much time in the city, boots on the ground, doing a whole bunch of like stuff. We bump into Cozy and I and my sister. We could have told you that Zoran was gonna take it for the primary. You could have asked us, folks like us who help local politicians who or candidates who are running. We help them get on the ballot because we have big mouths and we've developed a skin since 2020 that Zoran Mamdani was gonna. Weren't we saying it? We might have even said it on a show, Cozy, that it looked like Zoran was gonna take it and everybody was like, it's gonna be Cuomo. And then we already know what happened. It wasn't Cuomo. And then he dips out. So he gets to me, I'm like, you get rejected twice by your party, kicked out with this big disgrace. And then I'm going to save this for when the gents come back up, but I'm going to bring this up because I feel like they started talking about it. As a matter of fact, I believe John Macari shared a video of the little moments where Eric Adams was talking all this crap about Andrew Cuomo. And then cut to, do you remember the second debate? They showed up in the intro. Andrew Cuomo says something about the Knicks. When the debate finished, you know where Andrew went? He went to the Knicks game.
With his boyfriend.
I can't believe. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Blue. I was not expecting that. Okay. Where was courtesy? Well, what did he do after the debate?
He went to
Cozy.
his watch party with all his supporters.
We saw him, he entered, and
Yep. He spoke to
people
us,
congratulated him. And
right? He spoke to us. He greeted all of his supporters. Then he had a private meeting with his staff, and then he took time and he still recorded different videos. And you want to tell us that Cuomo's our guy, that he's the one when he's been MIA, when he hasn't been campaigning, when to this day we have yet to meet a canvasser? I've been supporting a local candidate with my sister Weezy Zoran, folks. We have yet to see a Cuomo representative handing out a flyer, hey, go vote. I find that quite puzzling. That's not to say they don't exist. What I'm saying is, if where's the money going? How are you using it? So this is what
She's
I'm
using it
saying.
on influencers.
Alexa, please let everyone know where they can connect with you, if they can support and want to make a donation, where they can go, and any messages that you have as of for of how you see all this playing out.
I'm not sure how I see all this playing out. Of course, I am praying for Sliwa to win this race. As far as my group, Voices for Seniors, we have a website where you can make donations. We have our Christmas initiative, uh, uh, Christmas Operation Seniors coming up this year, which we try to focus on nursing homes, on people who don't have family. So any donation is helpful. We also have an Amazon link where you can directly buy something from there. Every year we get more donations, so we try to reach out to as many nursing homes as possible. We started off with like 3 or 4. We're almost to 9, hoping to up the number every year. So you can reach us on there, voicesforseniors.com. Of course, we have a Facebook page as well. It's public, so you can reach out to us there as well. Um, and I guess as far as Voices for Casinos is concerned, we're still fighting. We're still trying to get accountability as far as Cuomo's concerned. We're also still trying to help as much as we can, do outreach, continue to talk to other politicians that are willing to listen. Curtis Lee actually did a podcast one time with my sister and another board member, and another member that we know, Donna Johnson. She also did a recent commercial with him. So we're continuing to try to fight the good fight here, hoping to protect our seniors as best as we can going forward.
Thank you so much.
Well, we
You
appreciate
always
that.
have an open invitation to Cafecito break,
Thank you.
or and whenever there's like an important announcement or message or press release, please send it to us. The
Absolutely.
viejitos are our treasures that so much of modern society disregards, but I'm grateful that people like you and your sister exist to remind us, by not just your love, but also your advocacy, that we must protect our beautiful, beautiful treasures. So God bless you, and mucho besito a ti y a tu hermana. Mwah!
Thank
And
you.
Alexa,
Thank
keep
you.
talking. Your voice is very important, and
Thank
it's
you.
because this story cannot go away.
Thank you
You
all for
need to keep
listening. I
talking
appreciate
about
it.
it. You need to keep talking about it, and it's history, and it needs to be said. So keep doing it. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. God
Thank
bless
you.
you, mommy.
Thanks.
Bye.
Good night.
All
Good night.
right.